Hello and welcome to Table of Geequals, episode 33. Spoiler alert, no bitching. I'm PigMonkey, and I've played absolutely no Mech Warrior in an entire week.
You've been fucking all week.
Silence in the room.
I was just mesmerized by Derrek pretending to masturbate.
Well, I'm Gavin. I'm checking Andrew for Podstock as we speak. He appears to actually be the real Andrew. I've been playing Dead Island and buying a friggin' Elf on the Shelf for my nieces.
There you go. I am Bill, and the geek for my week, it wasn't very extensive. I caught up on Fairest, the Fables spin-off. I'm finally up to speed on that one. And thanks to you guys a couple of weeks ago, I got back into The Boys, and I'm very happy that I continued to read not those types of boys.
The Catholic Church will be sending you your
Are you trying to get ordained? Is that what you're...
And, how far along are you in The Boys?
Well, the when we were talking...
Hold on. We still have...
Yeah, we're at Alex.
To get Alex.
I'm
So
Alex.
This cranky bitch over here.
I'm Alex, and this week I dropped 4 titles in my comic book pull list.
Oh, you bastard. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Boys.
I'm bad with numbers, but last we spoke, it was the little Huey sitting on some old man's porch talking.
Yeah.
So I'm about 4 or 5 issues past that, where he gets back into the city. He's in the car with Butcher and the dog, and they're talking, and they're about to go take down the big bastards. And apparently there's some superhero that's pregnant with another superhero's baby.
Yeah, that kind of thing happens.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. But I'm glad that I went back to it. You guys, glad that you guys said it, because it is way better than it was, when we last spoke.
One of the series I read when I picked up my monthly for it, and you idly thumbed through the book, and the guy in the comic store that I work at, Alex, just went like, "No, I don't want you to ruin it. Don't do that one."
Well, I haven't gotten to a point where it's like a big shocker yet, so
Wait.
haven't gotten that far yet.
There's a few.
Right.
There's a few good ones.
I'll be reading a few more issues tonight after this podcast.
I gotta say that Ellis is really good.
Ennis.
Yeah.
Ennis.
Ellis is also a very good
Yeah.
writer.
Oh, absolutely.
Ennis is really good for...
Writing scenes about babies getting raped.
Well,
Crust! Right out of the gate!
I said Ennis, not Ellis.
I've never said that I would save myself for a cross-reference.
Ennis is really good at making story lines cross, like flip, that I don't see coming.
Cross?
Yeah. You don't see anything in Crossed coming.
Yeah.
Well, you probably do if you look in the
see
background.
a lot of people coming.
I've always
Welcome,
found his
Modoc.
characters talking is the most entertaining part of a lot of his reads, though.
Did you ever read a little one-shot that he did called Operation Bollocks? It was a great little one-shot.
Did you ever read The Pro?
The Pro, yes. Yes, I have.
That was classic.
That is the one that you don't leave on the top of your stack on the bedside
No,
table.
fuck that. Like when I was dating people, I'd leave that out, and that would be if they weren't scared of that. No, I'm just kidding. Ashley doesn't know I have that comic book.
In a paragraph, for people who haven't read The Pro.
It's basically about a prostitute who gets superpowers.
And then doesn't give up prostitution.
No. Why would
She's
you?
got a child to
It's
feed. She has a child to
being a
feed.
superhero isn't a stable source of income.
That's very true. Yeah.
Actually, it was in that world.
True.
You get a stipend for being part of the Justice Squad.
But
or
you
whatever it
don't
was.
just turn your back on a skill, on a trade.
10 years
You know?
of background in the
Yeah.
trade. Yeah, no,
You-
no.
And what if the superhero thing doesn't pan out?
Well,
you have to keep your
superheroes
skills up,
need loving
right?
too, right?
That's right.
Now-
And who else is going to handle some, super powered cum in their mouth?
Yeah.
Right? Like who else
Actually,
is
she
going to?
dodged that. Remember
Yeah,
it
no,
shot
I
down
know.
the plane?
That's a fantastic.
It really was.
Man, you guys got great memories for that stuff.
It's
For superhero prostitutes.
It's burned into my brain, much like most of Ennis's work.
Chronicles of Wormwood. Another
Yeah,
one.
oh my god, I love. He gets to heaven, and there's the jihadist who blew himself up, and like one of the people in heaven was with him is like, what the fuck is he doing here? This is ridiculous. Oh yeah, no, they get 72 virgins, but they get 72 newborns that they have to take care of for the rest of eternity.
Right. I just remember the Pope. The Pope in
Oh my
Chronicles
God,
of Wormwood
fuck.
is just like a coked out like prostitute.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, it's
it
kinda
sounds
his-
weird, but I highly recommend it. It is
Kind of
a
his
great book.
thing, though. He's
Yeah.
taken a few pokes at religion through his career.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Wow, we are off track, people.
No, this is
Garth
this
Ennis.
is the show.
Yeah, that's right.
You dropped titles,
I did.
none of which were Spider-Man.
Because Spider-Man was still awesome this
Yeah,
week.
there's only one issue since we had this
Yeah,
conversation.
and it was
good.
and Venom's back.
Yeah.
You know, and Venom, I just finished catching up on the Venom series. It ended a couple months ago at issue 42. Finally finished catching up. That was awesome. But, like, Venom's back. So Venom, for those of you who don't know, is Flash Thompson now. And, yeah, like, Spider-Man beats the shit out of him. It's awesome.
Spock beats the shit out of
Spock
him.
beats the
Yeah.
shit out of Flash Thompson.
Spider-Rock.
Flash, like, totally Flash, like, kind of says, like, oh, yeah, don't worry, I'm a hero. I'm a hello, fellow Avenger. Don't worry about it. And then Spock is like, you must have me confused with somebody who gives a care. And then beats the shit out of him. It's great. But no, I dropped Savage Wolverine, X-Men, that's Brian Wood's title, Nova, and Indestructible Hulk.
I have not figured out Brian Wood. I don't know. I don't get.
I don't
why.
want to take a side on either side of the shit that's going, the shitstorm that's following him right now.
Yeah.
Because right now, as far as I can tell, it's still he said, she said. Nobody's going to come out a winner in this.
Wait, I'm missing
Okay,
something.
so for those of you who
Yeah.
don't know, he's been accused of basically being a philanderer and somebody who uses their power, position of power in comics as a male, to take advantage of young female artists and
I
writers.
have a question. How come none of you have this guy in your pool?
Yeah, really.
That's a good question.
Well, Alex said he didn't want to come down on either side. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy, I don't know. I don't want to get, anyway, people can read about that if they're interested. It looks like he did some things and said some things that he shouldn't have. He has sort of apologized, so I don't know if it's as bad, blah, blah, blah. Not going to get into it because I don't have an article to reference right here on me.
but speaking of his actual body of work,
Yeah.
I've read bits and pieces of it. You know, like DMZ is his and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I love DMZ.
Yeah, and I never
fantastic.
really. No, I never. Maybe I need to read more of it, but
I'd
Massive.
recommend reading more.
Yeah.
The Massive is decent.
Oh, I love The Massive. I'm really thoroughly enjoying that
And
series.
I was really stoked for X-Men. All-female cast, Jubilee is back, blah, blah, blah. But it's totally dropped off my interest. I have no interest in reading about these
that's
characters
fair.
anymore.
so what were the other three titles? Savage Wolverine.
Savage Wolverine started really strong. Was really liking it. Unlike Wolverine, which just started horribly. Savage Wolverine started great, but now I just feel it's dragging. The latest issue had no real pull for me. So that's my thing with myself. I mean, I'm trying to save money. If I'm not enjoying a series, why am I sticking with it in the hopes that it's going to be good? If it gets good again, I'll start reading it
Bring
again.
it back, yeah.
Nova, Sam Alexander. I want Richard Rider back.
Yeah,
I don't want to read about a 14-year-old Nova. I want to hear about Richard Rider and all that shit. So until they go back to a story that I want to read, I'm done with Nova.
Yeah,
I
good
ended
call.
at issue 10, which was issue 100 of Nova overall. And
Hulk.
Indestructible Hulk. I finished off the whole timeline bullshit, Age of Ultron aftermath. The series itself had a lot of promise at the beginning. It was about, it was the concept of Bruce Banner has finally accepted that he becomes the Hulk, goes to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., says, here's the deal. Hulk breaks, Banner builds. I will be the Hulk for you. You can send me into a war zone. I'll clean up for you, no problem. But you then give me all the tools and staff I need to do scientific advancements as Banner.
So they're bringing
Great
him more in
concept.
line with the movie Hulk. essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
it started strong.
yeah, and concept-wise, bam, I love it. But the execution has been lackluster at best.
I'm not
So-
reading it again until Peter David starts writing it again.
Fair enough.
It's-
So
it's been a
those were my
long
4
time since I
drops,
read Hulk.
and that took a lot for me. I'm also considering, if the second issue of Pretty Deadly is any better, I'll keep it. I'll give it the 2 issues.
People are hating on that one.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just not very good.
Well, it's too soon to tell, really.
I don't know why I hate on it. Anyway, so that's my geekdom. I read all my comics and then said, fuck you, to 4 of them.
Well, let's get on to the Week in Geek.
What do we have?
MST3K turns 25 years old this week.
Yay.
I remember
Amazing.
taking MST3K videotapes out from the library to watch them. That's how
I
old
found it late. I didn't find it until the movie, until the major
Same
release.
here.
And then Jumbo Video on Quimpool, we're walking around and it's like, okay, sure, it's supposed to be funny or whatever. We probably watched it 3 times that night, back to back to back, and I bet you I've seen that movie 20 times over the years. I could still quote that movie. And I've gone back and I've looked at all Netflix. When Netflix first started, they had them all on there.
Yeah.
And I went through it. Man, I love
Honestly,
that stuff, man.
I
It's
found
brilliant.
the movie was the strongest entrant.
It's so good. It's so good.
I saw the movie first. The series, there were great episodes, but the movie for me was always the strongest.
Well, I mean, This Island Earth was a much bigger movie than most of the stuff they did on the TV show, obviously for cost reasons. But I always enjoyed the heck out of somebody being fairly witty, poking fun at these movies. So for me, it was always a winner. Even if it wasn't a great episode, it was at least entertaining.
You always got a laugh out of what they did. And the worse the movie was, the more entertaining it was. Yeah. And that was, originally, they wanted to do mainstream movies, but they couldn't afford the licensing. That's why Riff Tracks is so awesome, because they can do those. All they're doing is selling the track of them hacking on the
there's no audio from the movies.
Yeah. And I love it when they hack on these big movies that I love.
Yeah.
But I mean, just because I like something doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
And I've come.
Tell us about your pull list, Gavin.
I have come to peace with that. I'm okay with the fact that just because I think something is fun or entertaining, I liked the movie Tank Girl.
Yeah,
that was an awesome movie.
I liked it too. I very much liked it.
It's Hell Comes to Frogtown that you start getting questionable.
Hey, fantastic film.
We have differing definitions of fantastic, my friend.
I don't think we would be talking about Mystery Science Theater's 25th anniversary had they been able to do bigger movies. I think that part of its success is that it is these shitty movies from back in the black and white era and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good that they weren't able to afford the, that they're not doing Trading Places and making fun of Eddie Murphy instead, So what a weird movie to pick out of the blue. But anyway.
That was
what a fantastic movie, though. What would you say bad about that film?
Oh, it's a great movie, but I don't know why that was at the top of my mind. But anyway.
The whole gorilla suit.
My list, all I can say is, Great Odin's Raven! Anchorman 2 has been doing some fantastic stuff. I know.
Wait a minute.
It hasn't even come out yet, and I'm already fucking in love with this film. I loved the first one. There's a great clip on YouTube of Will Ferrell dressed up as Ron Burgundy to promote Anchorman 2. He went to a North Dakota news center and co-anchored the news on Black Friday, which is, I don't know, it was just hilarious. I thought it was hilarious anyway. But the big news here, I'm a Scotch fan, for those of you who don't know. I've got 40 bottles of Scotch at home, and most of them aren't even opened, which blows the minds of some of my friends. So, Scotch. They are coming out with a Scotch due out this month to commemorate Ron Burgundy and Anchorman 2. It's called Great Odin's Raven.
What distillery is doing this?
I can't remember who's distributing it, but I don't know what I looked for the distillery. It's coming from Scotland. It's a blended Scotch, and it has a couple of things on the bottle. It says in a crest, Scotchy Scotch. And it's called Great Odin's Raven, and it should be available sometime this month. If anybody is looking for an amazing Christmas present for me
or me,
seriously, In fact, we should buy a bottle and drink it in one of our podcasts. Because I want to have 2 bottles. One that I
I'm up
just
for
get
that.
shit-faced on, and then one that I just hold on to.
on
And
the shelf.
Yeah, because Scotch
You
is
are
Scotch,
such
Scotch.
a nerd.
Have you seen the price tag on it yet?
No, I'm gonna guess it's around the 40 or 50
Yeah.
mark. Probably
Well, that's
closer
not
to
bad.
40.
It's movie merch.
It's
and
movie
limited,
merch.
exactly,
Actually,
yeah.
it's 30 to 40 because a bottle of Johnny Walker Red is going to run you for 750. I think is 35-40.
Yeah, right
So probably around $40. Movie
Yeah.
merch. It's liquor. Now I'm just hoping it gets sold around here. If not, I am going to cry.
You know
You're
how,
gonna move to the States for a week.
or you know how you could have it delivered? Amazon drone. Just get it dropped off.
That is an
in your
amazing
yard.
idea.
that
PigMonkey.
brings me to my next point. The Amazon drones.
Thank you, Captain Segway.
I've been in radio for a long time.
Captain, that segue was too powerful.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's our job, I'll find new game.
Amazon drones.
Amazon Air. Amazon's looking to use drones to deliver packages to houses shortly after ordered.
I thought it was an early April Fool's joke
So did
when
I.
it broke on Sunday night. Seriously.
Thought, well,
Yeah.
when I first saw it, The Onion was doing something on it. Now, I don't read Onion articles. I mean, they're funny, but they're the...
You only have to read the headlines, right?
Yeah, and like that's the rest is wasted effort. I don't think The Onion really has to write articles. But anyway, I saw...
Do you know how
first
The Onion
line-
works? Just to take a side note, comedians write headlines. The Onion buys the headlines from the comedians, and then they have staff members write the articles
Really?
to go with the
How do I get
headlines.
that sweet
I have no
gig?
idea. A buddy of mine, a stand-up comic from Montreal, David Pride, a friend of mine, used to work for them, and he'd sell a headline every couple of weeks or whatever, and he'd send in 15 of them. They'd write back and say, yeah, we like this one. Here's a little check for you. And they would write the story. They would never ask, what did you have in mind for this or whatever. It's just like, we like your headline. We're going to write a story about it. So anyway, total side note.
Okay, well,
But-
I'm going to start making headlines on my Twitter feed. And
See if they pick them up.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
it
yeah.
seemed like a joke, man. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're seriously considering it. I think this is both hilarious and terrifying. I love when I was reading it, they said, well, they probably should have picked a different name for it because drone encompasses toy, police vehicle, and aerial death machine.
But it goes to kind of reinforce the wide selection of merchandise that Amazon carries.
Yeah.
Well, the big problem is how do you know that the package was delivered? Like it just drops it on your doorstep.
Usually satellite footage of the explosion.
Pictures of the president in the Oval Office looking serious.
But you're not far off with Explosion. Here's why I think it won't work in North America. We can't have nice things. These things are going to get the shit kicked out of them.
yeah.
They're going to get shot out of the air. They're going to get rocks thrown at them. They're going to get captured. They're going to get
Somebody's
torn
going to make
apart.
an Android app for taking control of them.
Exactly. Exactly. We can't
one of
have
the-
nice things because we're all dicks.
In the Reddit post, the top voted comment when I looked was, I'm going to order a 99-cent toothbrush and get myself a drone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or all the memes of guys out hunting. It's like,
yeah.
what are you doing? Hunting for Christmas presents. Let's see what drops out of the sky.
It's going to be a good Christmas this year.
I got the complete set of Harry Potter. Woohoo.
Only
I don't know. It'll
one
never-
piece
Only
of
a little
buckshot.
buckshot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one hole in the covers.
It ruined it. Who did Snape kill?
What kind of rifle would you use for that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think you could shoot
just
skeet.
buckshot.
I think you could use just
Buckshot.
a skeet shooter.
I think
Bird
buckshot
shot.
would work. Maybe a goose
Bird
shot.
shot.
Depending on level of difficulty, use a
Well,
boomerang.
no, they're
Slingshot.
No. All you do is get one of your old Nintendo
I
duck
need
hunt guns.
Yeah.
Get it in the sensors.
Exactly.
there are four
The dog
plastic.
pops up in the field laughing.
There are 4 plastic propellers on these drones for carrying these, and it would only take a little bit of damage to one of them to bring something like that out of the sky. You're talking about like a bird flying overhead and dropping a shit on one of these things would knock them out of the sky. So
Just throwing a length of chain up in the air
yeah,
just to kind of mess it
I
up.
can see it. I can see it happening. I can see it happening at night, like Santa Claus coming and delivering his packages and just dropping them.
Here's my plan.
It's a pipe dream.
We'll order something off of Amazon, and then I'll need a cage of 100 white doves.
Which you bought off of Amazon in the first place. Probably.
Yes.
A white suit and a couple of 45s.
How did you know?
It's like
You've seen my YouTube feed? I believe that was set to private.
Oh, well.
So, that's fantastic. But I mean,
Well,
China's been doing it
if
for
they don't
years.
like it, if they don't like delivering by drones, they could always deliver by zombie.
No.
They can take a bullet. They'll be able to take a bullet better than drones. Much like the zombie that Daryl Dixon used as a shield in this week's Walking Dead.
That was me doing it, man. You just picked
you
up
set
on
me
the
up
line.
for that segue. Yeah, you set me
I'm
up for that
sorry.
segue.
It wasn't the next item in my list.
But you have seen the
I was
latest
like,
episode of
what does
Walking
that
Dead.
have to do with Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Nothing.
So, the latest Walking Dead. Who's seen it?
Loved
Who cares?
it, loved
Who cares
it,
about
loved
Walking Dead still? I do. I still do.
I enjoy it, but I'm way
Yeah,
behind.
That's
well,
fair.
you're about to have some crazy spoilers come your
Man,
way in this conversation.
Bring it
I've
on.
just-
I've read the comic book.
I've just got to say, like, I read that comic monthly, and it's the only comic every month where I dread reading it.
'Cause you just don't know
Every
what's gonna
single
happen.
month. Because I know that something
Yeah.
horrible is going to happen. And then if nothing horrible happens that book, I'm like, oh god, it's going to be even worse next
Double
book.
it up next week.
Yeah.
And now, the show has finally reached that point
Yeah,
for me.
it's true. Herschel gets his head chopped off by a sword, by Michonne's
Not all
sword.
the way.
Not all the way.
He
till
then
later.
gets bludgeoned to death.
Yeah. No, he used the sword.
No, he didn't. He used the butt of the sword.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't look close enough. I was.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking through my fingers.
So-
It's like no, Herschel.
The governor came back, decided it was time to take the prison from the quote,
Rick and the
good
people.
guys.
Yeah.
So as foreshadowing, because I saw this coming, and I want you to see it coming as well, as foreshadowing, he left his love and the girl that he has adopted as his daughter behind. Okay?
On the shore.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he goes with all the guys in the tank they have, and they go and storm they attack the prison. They say, they take Michonne and Herschel prisoner. They say, okay, we're taking this prison from you, Rick. And Rick's like, no, I can't let you do that. We could live here together. How about? And the governor's like, nope, never happen. It will never happen. You really believe we could see each other? You could live in a different cell block, okay? We'd never have to see each other. And he actually had a really good speech. I'm not even going to try to...
Rick or Governor?
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah,
Like-
he did.
Like,
It was a very strong Rick episode.
Yeah.
He was...
Rick totally brought himself... Like, if you could
Yeah.
ever criticize Rick today, or this week's episode was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anyway, it ends with the governor storming...
Tank rolls in,
yeah.
takes out the fences.
They, like...
shoots out some walls.
Oh, yeah, they destroy everything. It ends with nobody significant dying on screen with the exception of Herschel.
Yeah.
Um,
They hint at the fact that little ass kicker might be dead.
yeah,
the
they
baby.
the all that was left was and Carl's still kicking ass.
Yeah. The best shots. The people with the best shot in the show were Carl and that little,
little
weirdo girl.
I know.
Like, they hit everything they shot
and
at.
that's why my Facebook status was lol at Walking Dead, because like, yeah, there was a lot of stuff that really pissed me off, like Herschel dying and like just shit coming to an end, and and yeah, kids dying in the show, like that always kind of bothers me, but it is what it is.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
no,
Judith isn't dead.
No,
The
I'm
little ass
talking
kicker's
about the
not
little
dead.
girl.
Oh, okay.
And we'll get to that in a second, When
Governors.
kids die
Yeah.
in the show, I'm kind of like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
my kid, and I'm biologically
Yeah,
driven
no, I'm
to
with
love
you.
them.
I'm with you.
So anyway, my lol at the Walking Dead thing was just the whole fact that there are laugh out loud moments when bad people are getting shot. I was like, okay, they're not listening to Rick talk. They're being pulled in by this asshole who showed up like 3 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden their leaders start going missing, and they're still following this asshole. Really?
Yeah.
I hope they all get devoured. That's the point that I was at, and I was right. They all did get
They all
devoured
did.
and shot. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But the little girl left at the camp with her mom was playing in the mud, her mom wasn't paying attention to what she was doing.
Which is the Lori disease, because
Yep.
Lori could never keep her eye on Carl in the first 2 seasons
Fucking
either.
Christ.
So, but anyway,
And her daughter got bit on the shoulder, and it was so sudden.
I didn't
So
expect it at all. I
no,
thought that zombie was going to
when
get pushed
she,
away.
No, I figured she's like, the kid's gonna die, and that's gonna push something over the edge.
Yeah, and it did.
Oh yeah, and then the end of the episode was a bunch of people got away on a bus, and then a bunch of people got away on foot, and then Carl and Rick got away on foot. So
Without knowing where the baby is.
yeah, they
Carl
come.
and Rick
oh
are
my god, they
broken
come
up.
to the. They
Car
get to the car seat, and there's just blood in the car seat. No sign of little ass kicker, Judith. And
But
yeah,
if you're like me and you paused your DVR at that moment, you notice that the straps on the car seat were actually undone.
Yeah.
Zombies can't undo straps.
Yeah.
And then if you go a couple minutes later and you pause on Tyrese running away, you notice that his gun is strapped on his back now, and he has both his arms in front of him. Minutes after saying to the little girls that had a wicked shot, it's like, why are you guys going that way? You're going the wrong way. They were obviously going
they
back
were going back
because
for
of the
Judith.
kid. So he followed them. Tyrese has the baby in
I'll
his
tell
arms.
my wife to that because she was bawling,
And here's
and
where-
I don't blame her.
And here's
because
where
that
the
was-
spin-off comes in that we were talking about a few weeks ago. Tyrese has all these kids, goes out in the woods, finds Carol, realizes that Tyrese, is still alive because Carol taught the little girls how to shoot. Carol is now on his good side, and they become daddy daycare. And the spin-off is Tyrese and Carol with their little brood of children in the woods killing zombies.
I take it back all the bad things I've said about you. When I said a
Get
lot.
Robert Kirkman on the line. I just wrote the spin-off.
All right, so The Walking Dead, fantastic end of
Fantastic.
mid-season.
Their mid-season.
I have no
draw was quite
segue because I
strong,
can't
though.
remember what's on your list.
Okay. Moving on to the next thing. Cards Against Humanity for Black Friday raised its price from $25 to $30.
Brilliant.
I have it.
What?
Speaking of zombies, what happened this Black Friday?
Little late.
Just edit that
Zombies
shit.
have no
No,
humanity.
fuck no. That's saving it.
You better keep the opening in.
Cards Against Humanity raised its price from $25 to $30 for Black Friday and reported better sales because of it.
It was great. It was a great marketing idea. I mean, they showed up on Reddit. They showed up on every website.
Well, I love that.
So it was
It's
a
like,
great
what?
marketing idea.
We don't give a fuck. We're
Yeah.
gonna do the exact opposite and stand out that way.
Well, no, I think the whole point of it was like, this is Black Friday is fucking stupid. It's
Exactly.
disgusting. And their buy button, like buy now button, said consume. I loved it. Oh my god!
They know their clientele.
Considering I am disgusted that Canada now has Black Friday, and now there's Cyber Monday, and apparently Giving Tuesday. Like, yeah, I heard that this is a thing too.
What's Giving Tuesday?
I don't even know. Somebody mentioned it to me.
So what? It's like the Christmas after
The Black Friday, yeah, and then you go and buy again before real Christmas. I don't know, but it just this whole thing sickens me.
Well, I love that.
Listen, everybody, go buy stuff. It'll make the whole feel full.
I love that if you camp out for a new TV, you're a good consumer. If you camp out for social justice, you're a dirty hippie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's
Giving
it's-
Tuesdays to charities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was fine.
That's
Now,
okay.
now you feel like an asshole.
Yeah, we
Nope,
all
I don't
back
feel
that
like
one.
an asshole. I still think
No,
Black
that's
Friday is retarded.
that's fair. Thank
I
you,
agree with
thank
that.
you,
I
thank you,
agree with
Derek.
that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think we should get rid of Black Friday and Cyber Monday and just go to Giving Tuesday.
I agree.
That's
was
Thanksgiving.
yesterday Giving Tuesday?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's the one after Black. Oh, I did not know that.
So what's Cyber Monday? 'Cause it
Cyber
sounds
Monday
like,
is about all the web deals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
and
it's
that's
when
why
it's
Amazon
when people
came out.
like Bill go on to teenchat.com and
Whatever. Tigerbeat.com, please.
And have drones
all these
deliver
people
things.
are named Corey.
What's up with these Corys?
oh man.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised to hear you say that, though, Alex. Because if we roll back the tape,
that I know about
weeks,
you being on.
No, I saw you in the chat room with me last night.
I was going to say, we
had
a good solid 2 hours together.
Yeah, I knew Zombie Enthusiast was you. But if we roll back the Table of Geequals a couple of weeks, you were the guy that stood in line for things.
Yep, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Other people doing it.
Exactly. That's my deals. No, I don't like the fact that we're being invaded by American stores.
I'm with you.
American holidays and American fake shopping holidays. Like the day after Boxing Day, I mean, okay, that's disgusting as it is. And I admit that. I will fully admit it is disgusting every time I line up. When I get home at 8:30 in the morning, I say to myself, that, once again, is disgusting. How could I? But hey, look at what I got.
See, I'm of
But, I mean, just with the black mark that kind of follows Black Friday in the States, and the fact that I don't like that Target's here. I don't like that Walmart's here. I don't like that any
I
of
do
these
like
stores.
the fact that the Targets have refused to play Christmas carols.
That's nice.
I'm down with that.
It's December now.
Yeah, I hate like I was
It's December now though.
Yeah, but right after Remembrance Day, I was in the supermarket and my ear holes were being raped by Christmas carols. I mean, I can't get away from them.
If I go into a store before Remembrance Day and they have any Christmas shit up, I will not shop there for the remainder of the year. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I agree with you 100%.
But like,
but Target. Like they appeal to that part of me. I mean, that's
what sickens me is just that it's yet another American business funneling Canadian money to the States.
Yeah.
Only if you buy there.
That's what I mean.
Well, that's the point,
right?
Yeah.
Like
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are buying there.
Exactly. Now,
same
with
spending
Walmart,
money that they don't have.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. It's
so they're buying
ruining
American
the
credit. They're buying American credit.
Yeah.
So it's Visa, MasterCard, right? They're American companies. They're buying American credit cards to shop at American stores, all with money that they don't have.
Yeah.
To send their money that they don't yet have to America. And hey, I'm not an America hater. Like they're like, I don't hate the people. I disagree with a lot of the decisions their governments have made. I don't hate the people. I don't understand.
Individually, I've known a lot of Americans, and individually, they are fantastic people. But
Well,
when
sure
you
if
gather them together in groups of greater than 50, they start to go crazy.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure if I met the majority of Americans on an individual basis, I'd despise them. But if I met the majority of Canadians on an individual basis, I'd despise them.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
We're geeks. We don't like people.
Exactly.
we're not the social
anyway,
butterflies.
like I do my shopping usually at Superstore, Canadian Tire, and the Bay.
And Night Magic.
Well,
yeah.
When I'm getting ready for my teen chat sessions, yes. Fuck, that's terrible. Anyway, regardless, Black Friday, fuck that shit. I know that, Canadian has multinational, or Canada has shitty, huge conglomerates too, but I'd just rather that
Not anymore. They're all being choked out by the Americans.
A little more, I'd rather a little more of my money stays in Canada. Because, yay, Canada.
Well, I just don't want to be tied any closer to the American system because it's about to self-destruct. So.
If you look at our banks versus their banks in the recession, like, we fared so much better than they did. Anyway, this is very not nerdy, and I'm sorry.
You kind of just turned into Rick Mercer for a minute there. Alex Hall's rant for the week.
I feel like,
but I agree with you.
Mercer and I would have a lot to talk about.
I think so. Yes.
So Spider-Man
Pictures.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have we all seen this shit?
Everybody's in it. It's
the
call
lead
to arms.
It's the lead up to the Sinister Six, right?
Yeah.
Like, so in this new promotional material, the stuff that's been released to North America has the Rhino, Electro, and the Green Goblin confirmed, right? But then in stuff that's kind of been leaked from Russia, we've got the Vulture's wings and Doc Ock's arms. Combine that with the Lizard, who appeared in last year's or 2 years ago movie. You've got the Sinister Six.
Yep.
So this year, I think we're going to get, like, Spider-Man starts the fight for his life, and then Spider-Man 3 will be the Sinister Six rises.
Do you not worry that putting that many villains,
That's what I was
that many
about to ask.
iconic villains in a role in a movie like that, we're going to end up with the last Spider-Man 3 again?
Well,
No,
it depends
because
on...
they're going to do it differently.
Yeah.
If there's no Spider-Man dance scenes, great. If there's no Spider-Man
haircuts.
beating a woman,
I thought you didn't
Great.
see that movie.
Yeah, it didn't.
I'm
make
just
sense.
saying,
Yeah.
hypothetically, if these things don't happen, these random things that
No,
I'm choosing...
it's not even that. It's the... Because it's first of all, it's the curse of the third movie. No superhero survives a third encounter with Hollywood. And...
Iron Man.
I like the last Batman too. Yeah, that was fine.
I liked it too.
I was perfectly fine with it. Other than stupid
okay,
police officers all going underground.
more
at
often
once,
than
but-
not, I
Yes.
say the third movie is the
Punisher Warzone was pretty solid.
That was...
It was the third.
It was,
It was the third.
Only if you...
Let's just
include
continue to
Dolph
rip this
Lundgren.
apart.
No.
In episode 32 of...
And it was not the third. Because Dolph Lundgren did not play Frank Castle. I don't care what you said. And the second one, in
It
fact,
counts.
a DEA agent, not fucking Frank Castle. Interesting idea, not
It
fucking Frank Castle.
counts.
I like the Thomas Jane one better than I liked Warzone, I have to say.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, no,
I really
no, no.
enjoyed
True.
it. I love that storyline when Ennis put it out to bring it all back to Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
I love John Panette, the guy that played Blimpo. I love him. I think
Yeah.
he's one of the best comedians out there. There's a lot going on in that movie. I mean,
yeah.
It wasn't the story. It wasn't what
It wasn't
Ennis had
Frank
put on the
Castle.
page, you know. It wasn't, exactly.
Well,
But
it's still better
Thomas
than that
Jane, man.
TV show that thankfully got kiboshed.
What was that? The
There was
Punisher,
a Punisher
TV show?
TV show that was in the works, and wiser heads prevailed.
With Thomas Jane?
No.
No,
Okay.
it was...
But during
Hoff.
the day...
David Hasselhoff.
Oh, right.
Now you're just fucking with me.
He was Nick Fury, too.
Hey, he played an amazing Nick Fury. I can't say it. Oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
By day, he was he's still a veteran, but
Yeah.
by day he's a cop, and
What?
by night he puts on the uniform of the Punisher. And
Does he have a
takes
car
out-
that talks to him?
Probably
I wouldn't do that,
takes
Punisher.
out criminals that have
That
slipped
was
through
more
the cracks
Hal
of the
than
system,
Kid, sorry.
and it's like, really?
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't.
Yeah,
I've
wiser has
never even
prevailed,
heard of
and
that.
yet they kiboshed Global Frequency, which would have been an amazing
Yeah.
TV show. I'd have watched the hell out of that one.
Yeah. One last thing about Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I like that it's not dark. That it doesn't look like it's all gritty and it's all like New York's all busted up and shit. It's
gonna be
like
serious.
Spider-Man holding a fucking fireman's hat and a hose and shit. That picture gives me so much joy.
Fantastic.
So much joy.
Last movie comment I want to make. Some big rumors / actually confirmed news for
Oh, yeah.
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, yeah?
Which is coming out in, 2 years or whatever. So it's been confirmed. Gal Gadot will be Wonder Woman. She was in in one of the not Need for Speed, in Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
I got a segue. Anyway, continue. I know.
No. Flash is said to be in the movie. The only question is, will it be Grant Gustin, the guy who's going to play him in the show? But he will be in the movie, so people are really speculating, are they really going to do, a whole Justice League thing?
They're going to tie the universe together?
Yeah,
I think
which
that's
it's
what-
about fucking time, because, even Doomsday is going to be in the fucking movie,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, that was a weird little tweet
Yeah.
to see yesterday.
But,
What? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
just wondering what Flash is coming up in the
I
TV
have
show.
no idea.
We don't
Do
know
you
if
guys know?
it's Wally West
No.
or... Alright, just
I
curious.
hope
No,
it's
no,
Barry
it's
Allen.
Barry Allen.
It is
Yes!
Barry Allen. It
It's
is.
it's
The
Barry
best
Allen.
Flash, the
what,
only
what,
Flash.
what the story is that apparently he's going to show up in Arrow as Barry Allen for a couple of
No,
episodes.
they're
And
not going to do a backdoor pilot.
They're not?
No, they're going
Oh.
to start his own series first.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're just saying, fuck it. They saw the level of oh my god, from the nerd community and just said, fuck this, let's just do it.
I remember the Flash show they did
Oh, I
in
loved
the
it
90s.
so much. I loved it
Oh, yeah.
so much. It was
Really?
so bad.
Are you talking about My Secret Identity? Starring
Starring Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
I actually really liked that.
So did I. It was an amazing show.
No, I didn't.
But,
The Flash, though, the reason that I loved it is because it was like, oh my god, there's a superhero on television at that point,
Yeah.
right? It's like, I don't care if Barry Allen comes out and just poops on screen. I'm going to watch this.
It's going to happen really
Superhero.
fast.
Yeah, it was a very fast poop. Yeah, it was perfectly clean.
It would still be better than Lois and Clark Superman.
Yeah, that show had some issues.
Funny.
Most of which were Terry Hatch.
Hey. Do not defile Terry Hatcher.
Oh, Terry Hatcher. Sorry, I
Yes,
apologize.
yes.
Whatever. I wish she'd stayed in the 90s. Moving on. The best
won't
thing.
disagree.
The best thing about this new movie, or rumor about this movie. Now, there were some whispers about Lex Luthor a few months back with Bryan Cranston being rumored, and we were all like, yeah, but then he denied it. Now, hey, Hollywood stars deny shit all the time. We could still get lucky. It could be Bryan Cranston. But, new rumor, Terry OQuinn, who played Locke in
Locke.
Lost.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Love
take
it.
a minute. Even if you didn't get into that show, just go and look at him being serious. Like, holy shit, Terry O'Quinn. I can't believe
He's
I
got
didn't
that
think of it.
really. He's got that really thick brow ridge that makes his
Yeah.
eyes look sunken and dark.
And look at him smile. Okay, find a picture of him smiling, and you're like, oh my god, he just discovered how to kill Superman.
You check out an episode of 666 Park Avenue, the
Yeah.
show that he had canceled really early last year.
Really? I see nothing
there.
to
Oh yeah, I don't see anything there at all.
Oh my god, he just kills
That's
Superman.
funny. But in 666 Park Avenue, he plays the devil. And the devil owns this hotel in New York that's possessed, and he owns the souls of all the people in the hotel.
Fantastic.
And it's Lex Luthor. It is Lex Luthor as a slumlord.
Awesome.
Probably
amazing.
what
Might have pushed it. Yeah. It's a great choice,
No,
man. I'm with
down
you.
for that. Apparently, Affleck's is claiming he's going to go a whole other way with Batman. So
And the suit's supposed to be really different too.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith was tweeting about that, how he saw Affleck in the suit, and everyone seems to think he's pointing towards the Frank Miller suit a little bit. So
I can get
lots
behind
of
that.
gray and black.
Yeah,
I'm
man, I
down
like
with that too.
that makes sense to me.
Although I don't think Affleck's big enough to pull off like that. Frank Miller Batman just is such a cinder block
hulking.
on legs, you know. Like
he's a pretty big guy, and if they
yeah,
if they
he can
bulk
bulk
up
up.
the suit a little bit, they can do it.
they don't
And
do
they'll
anything
bulk
else but
him up
working
a
out.
bit.
I would think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess it's time for the sinning pool. One of these days, you're going to be able to maintain your composure when you play that.
I feel like you should edit some applause on the end of that. It definitely deserves a little bit of applause. Like 3 little children in the background. Click, 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 click.
No. It's that's definitely a parent's applause. The only you suck, but you're my progeny,
I sure love you, little one.
and I'm
funny.
proving it.
Oh, I fucking hate the sinning pool. Have I mentioned that yet? I'm so behind. It's
Why did I agree to this?
I know.
All right, PigMonkey, go ahead.
Go, pig monkey.
You want me to go
I'm
first?
going to give you 4
Yeah,
points
let's
for the
get
whole
it out
thing,
of the
so
way.
let's go.
I don't even know how many points I have this week. First of all, Chris Brown got dumped from a lawsuit with Frank Ocean, but Frank Ocean's cousin has now filed a new lawsuit for $3 million for laying the beat down. So, just because it's Chris Brown, I don't expect more than 1 point for
1
that.
point's fine.
Yeah, I'll take you 1 point.
Yeah.
It's almost like you set it up. So
Yeah.
one lawsuit dropped, another one picked up.
Yep.
Laying the
I-
beat
I-
down actually means something different in rap music, but that's okay. Continue.
Charlie Sheen, who I swapped out for Russell Brand last week, publicly said, gee, I wish my ex-girlfriend would choke on turkey and die, bitch.
1 point.
1 point.
That's all I want. This one, as hard as you have tried to keep me from scoring on Bashir al-Assad, this week you can't do anything about it because the UN has implicated him in war crimes. He is capable of... what?
Implicated?
Yes, he is...
Or charged?
Oh, no, he hasn't been charged yet.
Okay.
He's been implicated.
Well,
All
let's
I want
reserve it.
is 3.
I'll give you 3.
3, I think, is fair for
I'll
an
give you 3.
implication.
Yeah, I'll give you 3.
When he's charged, I'm going to want
give
a
you
lot
5.
more.
You know, when he's convicted.
When he's convicted, that's
Charged,
like
I'll give you
over
5.
10.
Convicted, I'll give you over 10.
That's fair. Like, I would think...
Leave yourself some place when he gets hung.
No.
No.
See,
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
good
good publicity.
No. If he dies... Death is great publicity. That's
No,
like
when somebody like him dies, it's like...
Okay.
Yeah.
And my quarterback, Rob Ford, had all of his police tapes released this week, so I expect to be seeing more from him in the future. But just this week, he got caught, or from the tapes, trying to buy the video of him smoking crack and cover it up. And he offered the gang members who had the picture $5,000 and his car.
And when they didn't take it, he had one of them killed.
What?
Well, one of them died very soon after this story
Very
broke months
suddenly.
ago. And it's a very big mystery as to how it happened, but...
It's almost like he was a drug dealer.
Yeah. Or
And-
gangsta.
And as bonus, there's a picture of him this week posing with members of the Hells Angels.
What are you looking for?
I think 3 is fair for this.
Fine.
Yeah,
Wait,
another 3.
3 for posing with the Hells Angels?
And the buying
And the
crack
videos
and
coming
the
out.
release of the tapes.
All right, I hate to help you out.
No, 3 points.
Oh,
That's
wait
where
a
I'm drawing the
second.
No,
line.
Wait a
3
second.
points, but I do want to mention there is a Halifax connection to Rob Ford this week, too.
Oh, really?
Oh, you guys didn't see this story?
No.
Holy shit, this is an awesome story. So Sunday night, it's because it's a sports story, that's why. Sunday night, the Buffalo Bills are playing in Toronto against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Matt Mays, I'm wearing my Matt Mays shirt right now, by the way. Matt Mays, local Dartmouth boy, done good, great rock and roller. Goes to the game, has his VIP ticket, gets to the game. Rob Ford's sitting in his seat. So Matt Mays takes to Twitter and it's like, holy shit, the mayor, Rob Ford, is sitting in my seat. What do I do? Do I kick him out? I'd kick anybody else out. What do I do? Rob Ford tweets him back, show me your ticket, dude. So he makes Matt Mays walk up to him, show him the ticket. Obviously, Ford, you're sitting in a fucking seat that's not yours because you don't have the ticket in your pocket. So Matt Mays stands for the first half of the game because
Does this mean
Rob Ford
is following Matt Mays on Twitter?
Well, he hashtagged Rob Ford's name.
Oh, fair enough.
So Ford would have seen, or his people would have seen. But there's these wonderful pictures of Rob Ford wearing a Buffalo jersey, eating chicken wings amongst the crowd. It's fantastic. But it was
Matt
my
Mays stands in the background.
Yeah, exactly. It was my favorite story of the week. I love Matt Mays. I think he's a fantastic guy. I think he's a fantastic rocker. And the story I was watching it unfold as I was watching the Bills game on TV, and I was laughing out loud. It was so amazing.
See, I did see that.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was worth any points.
No, you're not getting any points.
No,
3
you're good with
points.
3.
get
You're
your
down
3.
with 3.
You got
I
your
just wanted to
8
bring the
total.
Nova Scotia connection in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got your 8.
That's
Congratulations.
8. That brings
Walk away.
me up to 46.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Okay, Gavin.
Jennifer Lawrence, we swapped in last week, is having a little Twitter feud with Miley Cyrus
1 point.
about sex selling. She's also concerned about her boyfriend cheating on her with Kristen Stewart.
Who's Kristen Stewart?
The Twilight bitch.
Twilight.
Kristen Stewart.
Sorry,
Yes.
my bad.
I was going to say Christian. That sounds like
Get
a
your shit
guy.
together, Gavin.
All right. Kim Jong-un has dismissed his uncles and sacked his dismissed his uncle and sacked his aides, and they haven't been seen since.
Yeah, there is something nefarious there. I've heard a couple of those stories this
Okay,
week. I'd give you a
1.
point on
I'll
that
give
one.
you 1.
Yeah, I'll give you a
Alright.
point on that one.
That's 2.
Out of pity.
And otherwise, I'm out. I got nothing. So 2 whole
2
points.
points. I don't have much
Bring
more
me to
than
27.
you. 27. Well, I'm sitting at 20 to begin, and I've got 2 people up there. Michelle Bachmann's people, her aides from her presidential run, the FBI are busting down doors. Apparently, they have decided that Michelle Bachmann did not handle her money properly during her presidential run and could end up in prison because of this.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
It's more of a Michelle Bachmann surrounding cloud as opposed to just Michelle, so I'm only looking for a point on that one.
I was going to give you 2.
I would
Yeah,
have
I'll
happily given you 2.
I'll take the 2. I'll
Yeah.
take the 2. The other one, though, Kanye West just keeps paying out for me. Kanye West...
Would you say that you're bound to him?
You lose points.
And the worst
No.
part is he looks proud of it.
Nobody else said it. Fuck you. You were all thinking it.
So Kanye West is in a bit of a battle with the ADL. What does it stand for? The Anti-Defamation League. Because young Yeezy, Kanye, came out and said, man, let me tell you about George Bush and oil money and Obama and no money. People want to say Obama can't make these moves or he's not executing. That's because he ain't got those connections. They are saying that is crazy anti-Semitic. That he is perpetuating the myth that the Jews run the world and they want him to shut the
In
F
those interviews,
up.
he kept saying, the Jews run everything.
Yeah.
If you don't know the Jews, you don't... Like, I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, what do you...
I'm not saying you're wrong, but...
Yeah. On top of, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
What do
with
you want
the
for
rebel
that?
flag on his shirts and
What
stuff?
do you
It's
want
like-
for that?
I think that's worth 3. Like,
Yeah, I'll give
anti-Semitism
it 3.
from Kanye. Like,
Okay, I'll give it.
Alright.
Also,
He had the whole
they,
explosion.
they did
at the
kill
end of
his
last
Lord
week.
and Savior.
Like on
so.
well, not explosion, but like he was just stammering repeatedly, being handed he had his ass handed to him in a bunch of radio interviews.
that was over a week ago.
Yeah,
was it
and then
over a week ago?
then he went on his media silence. When he decides to talk again, this is what he comes up
Yeah,
with.
I'll give you 3.
This week,
Yeah.
though, he said he wasn't going to be with Nike on stage and switched to Adidas, which did make a lot of news because he said basically, fuck Nike, I'm not going to be with Nike anymore, fuck major corporations, then signed with Adidas like the next day.
Can I ask a question? Does anybody else pronounce it Nike? It's Nike, isn't it?
No.
Nike is the goddess, the
The
pronunciation.
word.
I
is
bounced
good.
back and forth
Nike.
between both of them.
Anyway, awesome.
I've got my Nike Air Jordans, but I wear my Nike track pants.
Okay, cool.
And neither of those
I've-
statements are true.
Kanye West threw a tantrum during his concert Saturday night, stopping the show after 3 songs demanding the lights be turned off, spewing an expletive rant at his tech crew, and storming off stage.
I'd give another point then.
I'll take 4. It only brings me up to 26, so I'm still 20 points behind PigMonkey.
Take your charity points.
I'll take that charity point. So I'm at 26.
Fair enough. All right, I've got Miley Cyrus had a $170 credit card transaction declined at a record store. A credit card $170. Fuck you, bitch. You don't get to vote.
Wait a second.
You don't get
Wait
to
a second.
vote anymore.
You don't
Fuck
get
you.
you don't get points for having not having made payments on your credit card. Because if you do,
That's embarrassing.
That for
not
For a fucking multi-millionaire
who is
that
the daughter of a multimillionaire.
Yeah, that is very embarrassing.
I think it's a point.
Plus, she was voted second most annoying in 2013 in the UK.
See, I think the credit card's a point, but that's not.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take
I
that
don't-
point.
who's number one?
Yeah, who was number 1? That's a good question.
I'm not saying until we're done.
Oh.
Oh no, you already did your points. It was
Yeah.
fucking Justin Bieber.
I'm not Justin
Oh,
Bieber.
I'm Justin Bieber.
Oh, I'll give you a point for Justin Bieber if I can get a point for Miley Cyrus.
Done.
So I
Deal.
get 2 points
You guys
total. Sweet.
Snakeskin.
Bring it up to 28.
What? No.
Yeah.
I vote against that.
Well, you're
I vote
outvoted. It sucks to be in the lead, asshole.
Exactly.
what? Just
What essentially just happened is you just got hit by the blue shell from Mario Kart. Like, fuck you, leader. Boom.
You are now feeling Barack Obama's pain. Leader of the free world,
Yeah,
fuck
well.
you!
yeah, it does suck when you're
Blue
the
shell.
only winner in a room
That's right.
full of losers.
Okay, we're gonna kick his ass in the driveway, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no doubt.
PigMonkey
I'll
won't be
tell you
joining
what,
us in
man.
a couple of
I'll
weeks.
tell you what. Let's have a foot race, Mister. I'm running
All
because
right.
because
All
I'm
right,
pretty sure I
let's
can
see.
run scared.
Let's see.
I can run faster. Scared.
I've been keeping up with my jogging, motherfucker. Meta World Peace had a heated argument with Kenyon Martin in practicing for a game. Apparently it didn't go to blows, but it looked very... Like, it made everybody else very uncomfortable. I'm just asking for a point because it was reported on and, like, it actually left a practice.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a game. It was a practice.
No,
and it
absolutely
left.
right. Absolutely right. Point.
And then he
Sweet.
went on Twitter and said,
practice,
me and
man.
Kenyon Martin are
Practice.
friends. we just argue sometimes. But I agree, it's worth 1 point for coming out.
Yeah.
It's bad publicity.
And Dennis Rodman is to return to North Korea, this time followed by other players after he arrives, apparently.
Yep, they're setting up
Yeah,
for
point.
Kim's birthday.
So I was actually
that would be a big
gonna, I was gonna ask for 2 points because he's like recruiting other players to go with him.
No, that's
Yeah, but that's-
bad. That's bad publicity for the other players.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't see any points there. And
No?
he's going on a
Oh,
trip.
points.
Yes,
are
he's
No,
not there yet.
okay,
Wait till he's
this
there. Wait till he's there, and then the points will roll.
He
For you.
said he's going on about going back. Like, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to bring some other guys with me, and we're going to have like games. And
Yeah, but that's just
And the
chatter.
points
there's
will
a
flow.
trade embargo, multiple trade embargoes.
Not on.
True,
One,
but
two,
apparently,
three.
Not on
I'm
basketball
asking for
players.
one.
No.
Okay. Well,
I don't have a huge problem with 1 point for that because it is leading somewhere vastly entertaining.
So if you're
and
saying
you're right.
no,
He is no.
Oh,
no.
wait a
I'll-
second. Leading vastly entertaining. You guys have talked me out of points on Bashir al-Assad, and it's just led somewhere vastly entertaining.
And you just got your points for
No, but I didn't get any points leading up to that.
no, you did. You got
No, I
like
didn't.
one or two.
No,
You're
No,
no,
I
he's
didn't.
right. We took him away from him.
You've
We
taken
didn't
him
give it.
away from me
We didn't
every
give it.
friggin'
Yeah,
week.
he's
because you
right.
have Rob Ford.
It doesn't matter.
If we're gonna be consistent, we have to wait till Rodman really puts his foot in it for this one. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so when Rodman actually arrives, I get my points.
or when
or-
he doesn't come back.
No, when he doesn't
No,
come
or
back,
when he
then
talks
that's good.
about the crazy wild time he had at
when he
Or when-
arrives, I want my point.
Yeah, when other NBA players step on North Korean soil, and it's because
The
of
bottom
Rodman.
line is, after all the shit he got for going there in the first
Yeah.
place, he's going back.
he doesn't care though. Well,
Yeah, but that's kind of why Alex took him in the pool.
yeah, no, I agree. I think I'm with PigMonkey on this one.
All right.
I think there's
Well,
points.
hold on.
I think there's points in
There's
your
points
future.
in the future
I think
for
there
that
are
All
points
right,
in your
all
future.
right, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
He topped GQ's list of least influential people. That's bad publicity, I'd say.
1 point.
How many people are on that list?
quite a few.
Didn't we cover
No,
this?
that was
like
another
2 weeks
list.
ago?
Yeah. Nah. I don't see least influential. It's a list. I mean, we could make a list here right now.
But we're not GQ.
Yeah.
As much as we wish we were GQ.
I look like I belong in it. But
I've been on the cover twice.
yeah, I know. This Matt Mays T-shirt is going to get me in the magazine this month for sure.
All right, so I'm not getting anything. Fine. 3 points. I'm at 37.
You're still up there though. Fuck, I didn't realize you were that.
I'm your
high.
only point at beating PigMonkey.
Yeah, I know. I know. We got to start backing you more.
Seriously, I'm your only
Really?
way to beat PigMonkey.
Oh, so I'm the evil empire now?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you're
Yeah.
questioning this? You've maintained that you're an evil person on countless occasions. I may be an asshole. I'm like an anti-hero.
You
I'm
revel in it.
Venom. I'm Venom. You're Carnage. Okay?
I'm not violent.
Okay, fine. You're just... Like, I may be an asshole. You're a dick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never denied.
So you guys are
that.
neighbors. You guys are
Yeah,
neighbors.
totally.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Fuck.
Anybody making any trades?
I'm not. It's Bill.
I feel like I should, but I really don't have.
You wanna lose a sports guy?
Yeah,
you
I
were
want to
saying.
lose one of my guys. Like, well, Ryder Hejjedal, he's done. Like, that story is over. I got my couple of points right off the bat when we first started this, and that's about all I got out of it. But I just don't know where to go. You know where I'm going to go? I'm going to get rid of Ryder Hejjedal, and I'm going to go with Mike Tomlin, who got a $100,000 fine today. He's the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a football team. They play in the NFL with the ball and guys and
And the
sports
long
fans.
field?
Sports fans. Yeah, the
Is
shorter
that the
field.
one that,
Oh, okay.
Canadians have the longer field.
Posh
That's where they get
Spice's
a hat
boyfriend plays?
Yes. No, anyway, Tomlin, the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, pulled a really shitty move on the weekend where he was just not playing fair. He got a $100,000 fine today. I am going to put him in my lineup, expecting that he will say something stupid about it once the NFL is back into action later this week. So, Ryder Hejjedal out, Coach Mike Tomlin in. That's my switch.
Gavin.
Can you come back to me? I'm blanking on the guy's name.
Well, you're losing your
Okay.
pick to.
No, we can come back to him.
well, if you grab
Yeah.
somebody, or
Okay, I got R. Kelly. I'm swapping out.
He's still alive?
Yeah,
Just released an album.
he just
Just
released
released
an
an
album.
album. Did he really?
That's John Roy said that today. Take R. Kelly. He just released
I'm
an album.
dropping Lil Wayne in favor of R. Kelly.
Yeah, good call.
Okay. I'm gonna drop Drake because I was expecting so much more from him.
He's
squeaky clean.
He's still Canadian.
he's not so much
So
squeaky
is
clean as he is
Bieber.
boring. Like
Yeah.
Drake's just, I don't know. Even when he does,
He's
get
gonna
mad,
get arrested for like fucking a dead body next week.
You know it's coming.
Like, it's
You're
gonna
putting it
happen
in there. Yeah.
because I'm dropping him. This is my luck. Okay.
I'll tell you what. If you called it, if
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
arrested
Automatic win.
for
necrophilia.
if he gets
For necrophilia.
arrested,
But
for
only for necrophilia.
It
has to
next
be
week,
necrophilia.
I will swap positions with you.
Oh, there
Well,
you go.
Yeah,
Swap
that'll
positions
happen
plus
when we-
80. All right, so I'm gonna drop Drake, and I finally got onto TMZ, and I did some digging around this evening, and I'm gonna pick up one of the ones you dropped, Selena Gomez.
What's she up to?
There's some pictures of her, and I'm wondering if it's
She-
gonna go anywhere.
She looks like a Cabbage Patch doll in sexy clothes. There's something really weird
Something's
about her
gonna
face.
happen. I have when you picked her, I was
Yeah.
like she was on my list when
Yeah.
we were picking, and I don't know. I have
She's
a
got
feeling.
the Bieber connection, right?
I have a feeling.
Okay.
All right.
I got a feeling.
I am
Dude.
finally able to get rid of David Beckham.
Right.
In favor of Jameis Winston, who just today his rape case has.
Oh, right. I remember who this is.
Yeah, his rape case has just closed, and they're going to be releasing all the information about him tomorrow. So this is a 1 week pick up and drop.
Holy shit, PigMonkey! What's happening on Tuesday night?
This coming Tuesday is Geeks vs. Nerds, where we are doing our 2 Christmas specials. We've never
What
done
are
it-
they?
We've never done a Christmas show before, and this is our big send off. We're doing first of all The Doctor versus The Flash.
I thought that was the second debate.
Is that the second debate?
It is.
I like
Start with
that.
your first debate.
The first debate, which I really like, is Superman versus Santa Claus. Who has done the most for mankind?
Superman.
Super Santa.
I want to see what
Santa
happens
Man.
during the. I want to see what happens during the fight round because I.
I'm an old man. Oh.
Because I want to see Superman beat up by the Christmas spirit. Because Christmas is magical,
Christmas is
right?
magic, yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's I
Nice.
hadn't thought
Nice.
of that. That's
Superman's
a good point.
main weakness
Weakness
is magic.
is magic,
Yes.
and Christmas magic will kick the shit out of Superman.
Holy shit.
That's
Hopefully.
smart. That's smart.
And our second battle is
This is the one I like.
The Doctor versus the Flash.
Like Doctor...
The Doctor.
The
Doctor
Doctor.
Who?
Doctor Whom.
Oh, I know.
I'm in the debate.
Yes,
I
know
think
him.
I should know.
Yes, that's true. I know
Okay.
him.
The
Yeah.
Doctor versus the Flash. Who is most equipped to
Whom?
deliver? Who is most equipped to deliver all the toys in one night to the good girls and boys?
I think that's actually too easy.
It's the Flash.
I cut.
It's the Flash.
I cut this part out of the podcast last time when you said this.
So I won't say it again.
So, well, you can say it again. I'm just going to cut it out again. So, because I don't want other people coming up with your perfectly good and reasonable explanations as to why. And I agree with you.
Why-
But
why?
let's leave
Why, Bill?
that for the
Why,
the
Bill?
show.
Tell me why.
Because the TARDIS is unruly.
Thank you.
He can't. He can't.
Yeah, but when
make
you've
the TARDIS
got
work.
all of time to get it right, it doesn't matter.
You're
doesn't.
right.
It's
I
a
mean,
time machine. It's irrelevant.
The Flash is a time machine.
Yeah, I know. That
So-
makes them both perfectly qualified.
No.
No, you're. Yeah.
The Flash
No,
doesn't
you're right. You
result-
make a
rely
good,
on-
you
the
make a
Flash
good point.
doesn't
Like,
He does
like
have
he can
all
get
of
it
time.
wrong. He can
You're totally right.
Sorry.
he can get it wrong and still do it. Anyway,
Fuck Doctor Who.
shut up, Alex. Well, I think we're over
So that's
time.
Tuesday, by the way. Just to
That's
wrap that up. That's
Tuesday, December 10th.
at
December
Hell's
10th.
Kitchen.
At Hell's
Geeks versus Nerds.
All right, I'm PigMonkey,
I'm Gavin.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Alex.
and such is the show.